Hello and very warm welcome to this edition of the Mutual Fund Eye. My name is Vandita Shuvle and I'm here to address your queries. Well, the query that I got today, the question was that how do we invest in foreign stocks? And this person has asked this question on my videos on my YouTube account, and he has specially told me that he doesn't want to invest via mutual funds. So he wants to do global investing basically and directly invest in foreign stocks. All right, so I'm here to address that query. There have been so many times that I've asked my clients this question that there are around 5,500 listed companies in India. But why do we still want to invest in foreign countries? Like, what's so special about it? And one of my clients said that, we are talking about multi-billionaire companies here. We are talking about Google, Apple, Cisco, Tesla, Twitter, Facebook, Amazon. These are the companies we want to make money in. We want to put our money in order to make money. So, then you can't argue with them. Yes, of course, these are worth it companies where you want to invest and where you would want to invest. So, there is that kind of thing. It's okay. We love those 5,500 companies, but we still want to invest in these companies. Okay. So, how do we invest is an important question. But before we address how do we invest, let me tell you a few pointers which are very important before you invest in these stocks directly. Right, so first thing is that according to RBI, and this was I think according to the LRS scheme, the liberalized remittance scheme, an Indian citizen can invest up to $250,000 per financial year, which is approximately 1.5 crore, a little more than 1.5 crore, and it's a great amount. I don't think you would want to invest more than that, but that's number one. Number two, since you are investing in a different currency in a different country, so the charges, the transaction charges, the maintenance charges would be denominated in that currency of the country whose stocks you are buying or you are investing in, the country you are investing in, right? So that's another thing which is very, very important. Number three, now obviously since there's another currency involved, like for example you are investing in dollar, so exchange rate risks are always there. So what that basically means is that today the dollar, suppose the rupee is not strong, so if $1 is 6, this is when you invest in US companies or US stocks, right? So today, if $1 is 68 rupees, if rupee gets stronger, then the same dollar, the price would reduce to 62 rupees, right? So that kind of risk, straight you lose 8.5%. So that kind of risk you should be ready for, right? Because you're investing in different economy altogether. Of course, you'll get benefits because of the risk that you're taking, but definitely this is one of the risks that you should be aware of. And keeping these risks in mind and keeping these factors in mind, if you're ready to invest in foreign stocks, go for it, right? Now, these were the disadvantages, right? But what are the advantages? Of course, there are two sides to the of a coin, right? So if there are disadvantages, you are actually widening your portfolio, right? You are diversifying your portfolio, which is a very good thing. So that's an advantage. Number two, if the rupee is depreciating, it's a great thing for you, right? It's a good news for you. So that's the advantage you get. And number three is you can actually make unbelievable returns in case it works. It will work. I'm not saying. It's just that it's calculated risk. And if you're ready for that, then definitely you're taking more risk, so you'll make more profits. So that's number three. So these are the advantages. I told you about the disadvantages. Now let's talk about how you can invest in foreign stocks. So there are various ways by which you could invest. Three things that you need to do when you invest in any kind of foreign market is you need to open a trading account. That's number one. Number two, you need to transfer your funds. Number three, you need to open a demat account. These three things are very important. Now we'll talk about it one by one, what you could do. So when I say you need to open a trading account, what it basically means is you need an Indian brokerage account. Now they will execute the trade for you. That's very important. Now, as you know that when we open, a normal account, even in India, It's important to do KYC, know your client, know your customer thing, right? For our country. So similarly, you need to do KYC for that country where you plan to invest, right? So that's number two, very important thing. So these people, these Indian trading account, the broking firm, they will do that for you. They will do the KYC of that country for you. That's very important. Now, once your KYC thing is done and everything has been done successfully, you are ready to transfer your funds. But before that, you need to open and submit a duly filled separate account opening form. That's very important. Another important thing is that you need to sign a FEMA declaration form after opening this duly this account opening form. Once you've submitted that, you need to also sign a declaration form, which is basically a FEMA declaration form. What is FEMA? It's nothing but it's Foreign Exchange Management Act. So that's the full form of FEMA. You need to sign that declaration form, right? Now, once you have done that, your account is functional. It will take some days. It could also take 1 week, 2 weeks, depending on the kind of broking firm you've gone to. And then you will have access to your foreign brokerage account, right? And once you have access, your Indian broker will be not involved, will no longer be involved. He has done his work. And now you can buy shares, opening a demat account form. That will be transferred to your account after T+2 days, right? So that's the entire, that's how you can invest directly in foreign stocks. You need these three things. You need to open a trading account with the Indian broking firm. Second, you need to transfer your funds. You need to sign the FEMA declaration form. Third, you need to open a demat account. After these three things are done, but in order to, you can actually invest in foreign stocks. But what is important and what is the most critical part here is, how do you select an Indian brokerage firm? That is very important. So there are various ways of doing it. I've listed that down for you. Now, I have already made a video, where there's an Indian broker who have tie-ups with these foreign trading firms. So you can actually select one of that. These are like ICICI Direct, HDFC Securities, Kotak Securities, Axis Securities, Reliance Money. So the advantage here is obviously the prices are high, the charges are high when you invest in foreign stocks, but the good part here is that you can trust them, because these are your homeland, that's your Indian broking firms that we are talking about, and we can trust them, and we know where they are, and they cannot default, at least on these things. They cannot cheat you. So you can go for this. They have tie-ups with the foreign firms, so you can do that. Number two, what you can do is you can directly work with a foreign broker. There are a lot of foreign brokers, like you have Interactive Brokers. You can do overseas transactions via them. They're Interactive Brokers. You have TD Ameritrade. Then you have Charles Schwab International Account. They also have, they can get you with this overseas transactions. It's just that sometimes trusting them becomes difficult for an Indian customer. That's all. But I think these are registered ones, so you can go with that. Another way that you can invest in foreign stocks and which trading firms to select, there are certain startup apps that have come. So for example, you have Vested Finance app, then you have Webull app. Webull app is a very popular app. You can try that app. And the best part is they have registered advisors. These are registered advisors from US, Securities and Exchanges. So these are registered advisors. They're very popular. They're good. You can choose one of that. It's obviously the charges would be high, but definitely that's how you can work upon it. And once you're done, you can definitely invest in your favorite company. It could be Amazon, Facebook, Tesla, Cisco. Obviously, Google is very famous. So all the very best with your investments. And I hope your query was quite clear. All the best, and please stay safe. It's Corona time.